During our second pregnancy, we had decided to wait until the delivery to find out the sex of the baby, figuring it would be a different experience to wait. Neither of us cared whether you would be a boy or a girl, we just hoped you would be born healthy. The pregnancy was different somehow, and you moved almost constantly. I don't know if that was why, but I had a strong sense that you were going to be a boy. When you were born, and the nurse announced you were a girl, I was shocked. I'd been wrong, but I was delighted regardless. Your sex was not important to me. I loved you immediately. So it's somewhat ironic to think now how I dressed you in that pink frilly dress. At age 2, at a photographer studio to capture your angelic baby look, you refused to wear any of her lacy white dresses and agreed only to wear the option that was an overall with pants. You didn't want to wear the pearls the photographer gave you, so instead you wound them on your foot and pulled on them. I wasn't surprised. You were expressing consistent preferences at home, and I was happy to oblige, feeling there was no reason to resist, and marveling at the fact that you were unafraid to voice your opinion. We began to shop only in the boys section for you, as you wished, for t-shirts and shorts and pants and sneakers. I clearly remember when we were on the highway during this one conversation. You were 3 years old, and I heard you say from the back seat of the car, "I wish I were a boy." I responded in a way that I thought was informative and reasonable, saying that girls can do anything boys can do, so why? You immediately answered, "Because girls can't wear boy bathing suits and they don't have a penis." At the time, I thought your answer was perceptive and amusing. But I realize now that that moment was a missed opportunity to explore further with you. If I had known more about gender identity, trans-binary, as well as non-binary, I might have given you the chance to open up about what you were feeling inside and facilitate your sense of self and place in this world. I know you don't want me to feel guilty or sad, but this is a moment I deeply regret. I wish I had been better informed. I did go on to wonder if maybe you would choose to transition to male someday. It was the only option that I could think of. I remember telling you sometimes people make that choice. I wanted you to know that if you were unhappy with your body sex, that you could have surgery someday. I thought I was doing the right thing by allowing you freedom of expression, but not pushing you into any kind of decision. When you were in elementary school, I remember you sharing with me that someone asked you why you were in the girls' bathroom. I felt so angry. We brainstormed on how you could respond if it happened again. I didn't think about exploring more of your gender identity with you. However, I did wonder about it at times. I asked a couple of times over the years if you wanted to be a boy, but you would say no. I thought this meant that you wanted to be a girl. I had no idea there was another option entirely. It's another regret. At McDonald's for the occasional Happy Meal, I was so annoyed they'd ask boy or girl to decide which toy you should get, and I'd have to say boy to get a toy you would actually want to play with. When you began to look and dress girlier in middle school, your years before began to look like a tomboy phase. We would recall them with a smile, marveling at how far the pendulum had swung in the other direction. We thought puberty really changed everything for you. I think we may have even laughed at the thought that we believed you might be trans or desired gender surgery someday. I realize now that was a very painful moment for you. I want to tell you that I'm sorry. I regret it. I also regret any laugh or joke that I have ever said in my life with ignorance of an experience in mind. It seems so obviously callous and inappropriate now, but I was oblivious and confused by non-binary. This puzzles me now because why should everyone fit into such defining categories? I want you to know I was never laughing at you, my beloved Chella. But others deserve no less respect than I give my own child. I look back and cringe at different moments in my past. Comments and laughter at someone else's expense for no reason. I have deep regret for this, and I hope others across this world become quickly enlightened. I had no idea. I am determined to continue to deepen my understanding and awareness. This is so important to me, and I hope to help open others' minds to broader acceptance. I am embarrassed to have been so behind on this. Everyone should be educated. You asked me to write down some of these thoughts I have shared with you out loud, and so this is it. I want you to know deep in your soul that you are my baby, and you will always be. Just as your sex did not matter initially when you were born, it still doesn't. I want you to be healthy and happy and to know that I admire your commitment to yourself, being true and honest. You teach me so much, and I am so grateful for every moment I'm your mom. I want to express my love and pride to you with every cell in my body and with the protective instinct of a mama bear, as you are forever my clip-on bear. Remember that? I love you, Chella. Okay, what do I do now? I'm done. In a puddle. Chella?